And if you can do this successfully, the one thing you can take away from tonight is you will have a level of empowerment that you have never seen before. You will be able to walk in confidently to anybody, and I don't care if you're a 22-year-old person who wants to be a pharmaceutical rep. I teach 22-year-old pharmaceutical reps how to walk up to 48-year-old doctors and in so many sentences get the doctor to go, "Who are you?" I can show you how to have your cake and eat it too. I can show you how to help people and make money. So I went out there in the industry with no leads, no product knowledge, no marketing budget, and a year and a half later, I got a CRM with about 5,000 people in it. And these are people I can pick up the phone and say, "I'd like some business. Could you introduce me to the person in your company?" And they said, "For you, Dave, anything." And you can read all the books you want. You can watch all the CDs you want. But at the end of the day, sometimes the most essential element of being successful in life is, as my wife says, if you want to run faster, you have to run with people faster than you. You can be nice, you can be quiet, you can be soft-spoken, and you can be very effective in making sure that you always have a group of people willing to give you a hand. And I'll show you how to do that as well. I've worked in so many different industries where sales doesn't like operations. Operations doesn't like corporate. Corporate doesn't like accounting. And I see a lot of people nodding their heads and smiling because it happens all the time. So guys, I don't care if you're dating or if you're networking. The easiest way to start into a conversation is to compliment somebody. What we're going to do, I want you to spend 30 seconds with someone you don't know and just stand up and compliment them. Look at their watch first, say, "Wow, that's a nice watch. Where's it come from?" So the big question I usually hear is, why would anybody want to help me? Why would anybody in this room want to give me an introduction, pass along my card or my resume, or give me good word of mouth? I mean, it's an honest question. It's only one person in life whose job it is to make sure you're happy, healthy, always employed, and have fresh laundry. Who's that? It's your mom. But why do people say, "Tell them I sent you"? What do they want? They want appreciation, they want recognition, they want a pat on the back. Yeah. Because they know you'll get good experience from that mechanic and it'll make them look good. That business card is the card I had when I taught scuba diving. The best thing I ever did, the first time I talked to a doctor, actually it was a dentist in the pharmaceutical world, by mistake I pulled out the wrong business card. I pulled out this card instead of my dental one. And the dentist was about ready to just consider me somebody else who wanted his business. He said, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, I teach scuba diving. That's actually me on my business card." Now remember, this is the person I'm trying to impact. This is the person that's distant, unattainable, really had no interest in me. And as soon as I pulled out that card by mistake, the dentist said, "You teach scuba diving?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I've always wanted to learn to scuba dive." "You flew airplanes?" See, as a guy, I don't get why a woman wouldn't throw that one out right away. You know, I was a commercial airline pilot. And guys, I know you don't get this thing because you'd be having, you know, a big T-shirt with an airplane on it, right? I fly jets, ask me how. All right? Wearing that to a bar every Friday night. I said, "Can I give you a suggestion?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Get a pin with an airplane on it and put it on your blazer from now on." I said, "That will get you a job in IT." So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up again, and you're going to ask the person, you got a minute apiece, ask them what they do on weekends. Go for it.
We're movie lovers. We love to watch movies. Going out, clubbing, meeting people.
I do rock climbing sometimes.
People love talking about what they do on weekends. And they will love you if you love what they do. A year later, what'd you get out of my lecture? And he went, "I got to tell you something. I spent $70,000 on my MBA. I remember two things. One, something about international finance, and two, that damn wombat thing you put on the board." "I'm Dave. Come here often. You're kind of cute. Want to dance?" "No. I'm Dave. Come here." You know, by the time you're hitting the third person, you get the idea things aren't working. Bill works for Amic Americas. And he told me this great story. In fact, he said it so well I had to put him on my PowerPoint presentation. Anybody get together with family every once in a while? Dinner? Relative? Anybody got any psychos in the family? You know the person I'm talking about where you all go, "Oh, I wonder if they're showing up." Anybody not have a psycho in their family? Put up your hand. Put up your hand real high. If you don't know who the psycho is, it's you. So, you know, you got to watch you don't get blinded by your passion. And I thought that was such a great line, I put it up there. So watch you don't talk too much about what you love, because sometimes the other person doesn't love it and they're just tuning you out. Here's the secret I told you I was going to give you, because I want to exceed your expectations too. And it solves all the problems all you guys have as business people or students. How to keep the top of mind. How to make them look like a hero to their boss. This is the finish of an Ironman. I'm doing another one this summer with my wife. Goal setting is important. Networking is important. Networking is also tough. So like an Ironman, you guys are going to have ups and you're going to have downs. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where people don't return your phone calls. You're going to have days where you think people think you're a bad person. You're going to have days where you think you've got no hope. But at the end, it all comes through. When you come down the finishing line in an Ironman and you see there's thousands of people cheering for you, it is worth it. It is worth it. Thank you very much for your attendance tonight. Go forth and conquer.
Is there anyone that you would like to be introduced to that I can help you with?
Well, I work for an engineering company, and my area is pharmaceutical and biotech type work. We design facilities and do technical assistance. So, do you know anyone?
It's a tough one, yeah.
So, tell me a little bit more about Research in Motion, the IT concept.
Well, everybody knows Research in Motion for the BlackBerries. My background is actually product development, so I would be looking to speak to someone who actually designs the physical BlackBerry itself, the pieces of plastic, the metal inside, the packaging and the electronics.
I asked her if she could introduce me to a contractor because I'm looking for someone to do tile work in my home. Yeah, so it's her business card, yes. Would you like a close-up?